Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. What's up, everybody? Guys, we're back. Guys, we are back. It is another beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody is doing well. We are back. It has been a couple weeks since we have been on the Wednesday morning stream grind. Let's go. Let's frickin' go. But ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, those getting up and those just going to bed, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the stream. Guys, if you're new here, hey, hi, hello. If you're an OG, welcome back. Appreciate you coming back. Appreciate you hanging out this morning. But like I said, it is a fantastic Wednesday morning. It is about 5:10 in the morning, so we're just getting started. Big special shout out. We do this every stream. Big special shout out this morning to a city I had never heard of in my life, which is pretty popular. Savage, Minnesota. Savage, Minnesota. I was like, where in the world is Savage, Minnesota? Apparently it is south of Minneapolis. And I guess a little bit right near the Minnesota River. Anyways, completely random, I know. But good morning to Savage, Minnesota. Good morning, good morning. So guys, my name is Polar B. You guys can call me Polar, and this is Arc Raiders, where we do manage risk, take risk, and have real experiences. Guys, we do this for the love of the game. Relieve a little bit of the stress of life, but no matter anybody's walk, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Making sure everything is working well, which looks like it is. No major issues, which is always a positive thing. Let's go. I'm telling you, so for those of you that are new, I have not been on Arc in a minute, for a variety of different reasons, but it has been a while since I've been on Arc, and I say all that to say, I swear they did something to the audio. They really did. They did something to the audio, and I simply cannot place what it is. I have no idea what they did to this audio. I'm not even saying that it's bad. I'm just saying they did something to it, and I cannot figure it out for the life of me. All right, we are extremely behind. We are so far behind right now. This is the most I've ever been behind since this game came out. I've been playing it since the October 25 release. But we are so far behind. So we got to work on that. I feel like there's been I think there's been two very minor updates. Patches, if you will, since I've even played. The summer is so tough, right? The summer is so tough because of all the different things people have going on. But no matter, we're here. We're going to rock out. Go for a couple hours this morning. Start the work day. And keep on keeping on. All right. So, where are we at? Let's take a look. So, we barely even have our benches set up. Let's see here. yeah, like we're working towards Scrappy, medical lab. We're working towards everything. We just kind of need everything. What's even kind of more crazy in my mind is that it is very possible. It's very possible that we are going to have to start our expedition, which we only have what? How many weeks do we have left? How many days do we have left before the expedition actually starts? 34 days. We have 34 days until the expedition gets into high gear, and I haven't even started it yet. And normally at this point, I'm just throwing stuff down. Normally at this point, I'm just throwing stuff down. But good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, normally at this point, I am just throwing stuff down, getting it all ready into the expedition. And again, I feel like we might not even get all through the benches. So best thing we can do at this point is just start working through it. That's genuinely the best thing I'm going to do right now is just start working through it and kind of go from there. So let's go. Let's do it. All right. Oh man, I think I just have to get into a raid. I think that's really the key here. All right, we're all set. We're all good. We got everything we need. We got everything we need. Let's just hop into a little bit Dam Battlegrounds. Go from there. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't even know what weapons I can craft. Yeah, like I have no blueprints for anything. I think I got the El Toro blueprint. I think through a trial, in all honesty. I think I got it through a trial. It's like, does that even count? Does that even count? Let's go. Let's ride. Let's do it. Oh, it just feels so nice though, chat. I'm not gonna lie.
A harvester has been reported in the area. It has a queen guarding it, but if you've got the guts and the guns, there's plenty of good loot for the taking.
It just feels nice. Like I just feel at home with the game, right? And I think that's something that people talk about. I sent out a tweet a couple of days ago, or actually no, it was yesterday. And basically the idea was, do you think if it hadn't been for social media, do you think games like Arc Raiders would still get the hate that it gets today? Because there's a lot of sheep out there, right? There's a lot of people that are out there that just want, you know, they're just like, oh, you know, Arc Raiders is trash or whatever because they're mad about an update or they're mad about this, they're mad about that. I'm listening for I'm listening to see if I hear any Raider flare go off. Which I did not hear, which is good. But no, I mean, my tweet was pretty simple. Basically what I was saying in my tweet was that, you know, or X, what do you call an X? But when you think about like the OG games, right, from the late 90s, early 2000s, do you think they would still be an OG game if social media had existed? Because what I mean by that is what you get some streamer with a following or content creator, whatever. You get somebody with some type of following saying, "Oh, this game is trash. This game sucks." Blah 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 blah. And it's like, I'm not saying that they don't have their deficiencies. I'm not saying that there's a fail. There's not a fail anywhere. Not saying that at all. I'm not saying that I wish updates would have come quicker and blah, 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 blah. But to say the game is complete trash, it's no longer viable, blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's just sheep behavior. That's just Bob behavior. You know what I mean? What's the name of this podcast? It's very fair. Very fair. What's up, Christina? But I mean, that's the thing. It's like, if social media didn't exist back in the day, would people care as much as they do? Or as much as they seem to do? They just want somebody to like their tweet or like their post or whatever the case may be. I don't know. It just bothers me a ton when there's this kind of weird, you know, when there's this weird sheep mentality. Christine, I appreciate that follow as well. Thank you. All right, let's keep on keeping on here. Like I was telling you, chat, it's been literally too long since I've been in this game. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to that. I feel like this is such a noob way to start. I've got over 300 plus hours in this game, and this is such a noob way to start. But it works. It works. It works. It works. The other thing I was thinking about too with this game is I am a PvE player. That is what I do. I'm mainly a PvE player. Hold on, I gotta listen. With the understanding that people are going to shoot you and things like that, and shoot back, like there's PvP aspects. This is a PvP game too. It's both. But I'm mainly a PvE player, and so why I say all that information is because I have heard that when you don't play for a while, it kind of redoes this. It kind of redoes this. It's like a reset. So my question is, I'm curious if I'm going to get a reset here. We'll do that. I mean, I don't think I'm going to, but again, you never know. You never actually know. Christine, I appreciate that heart as well. Thank you. I'll take that from my El Toro. Go from there. All right, let's carry this bad boy. Or wait. Wait. Let's see what we can get over here. I think the thing that's the most unique about this game right now, and again, I played maybe twice or three times since July 4th. To me has been the audio. And again, I know I keep saying this. This is really what's kind of going on right now for me. But it just like, they did something in it. It just sounds more weird to me. I don't know if weird's the right word, but I don't know. Ooh, nice. Okay, so I'm not crazy. At least, you know, what's up, Dale? Thank you for telling me that, because I'm telling you, bro, I thought I was insane. I really did think that there was something crazy going on. I genuinely believe that. It's louder. Yeah. Well, and here's the funny part too, is that so with being a PC player, I'm not gonna get into the whole thing of it, but I had to take down my whole setup. And why that's important is that whenever you put stuff back together as a PC player, I don't really want that, if I'm being honest. Whenever you have to put stuff back together on PC, I never know if everything is correct because of the audio. Because just, you know, when you unhook something and then rehook it, it doesn't always resync and things like that. So it just kind of throws me for a loop. So it's like, is it because I unhooked everything and then had to put it back on? Is that the reason why? Is it just because this game is louder? And so it sounds like from what, you know, from what you're saying, and others have said this as well. I have had one other stream.
Head home at the Central Swamp Lift.
What up, Ram? Good morning, brother. Missed you, my friend. I'm glad to see you here this morning. All right. There's a surveyor. Oh, yeah, you got it. Yeah, so you understand. Perfect. This is the first time I have been on, I think, since, like, the 2nd or 3rd of August. But prior to that, it was about almost a month. Not by choice. Not by choice. Space better, dude. I have a nice voice for a podcast. I can yap, that's for sure. One of my interns says it's... See, like that right there, that is so loud in my ears. It was so loud. All right, we're gonna get rid of that because I can do that. I can do that. But yeah, my intern has said that. She calls our Yap Sesh podcasts. I've never heard of that in my life. But when we have meetings, she's like, "Okay, podcast or Yap Sesh time, podcast time." I'm like, "What?" My brain, guys. This is gonna happen occasionally, so forgive me. This is gonna happen occasionally, guys. My bad. That sound, I mean, it's just taking a while to get used to. Because that sound is just echoey. Not echoey. Maybe not the right word. It just, you can hear it from across the map. What's up, Ruthie? Appreciate the follow, my friend. Yap sesh time. The other thing she says a lot too, which is kind of strange, she says UVs. It's funny, like, she's very much like a beach individual. Loves the beach, things like that. Okay, here's what I don't like. I can't hear if Ark is around me. Here, let me help this guy. What's up, brother? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. That is so loud to me. How much time does this thing have? Minute 45.
Hey, watch it.
All right, Mr. Raider doesn't want to talk to me. He didn't even want to acknowledge my presence. That's okay. All right, we'll get out of here because we just walked in and just took a whole bunch of crap. He just walked in and just took a whole bunch of crap. It's just, I have to turn it down on my ears. For me, I have to turn it down because it is loud. Okay, this is basically, here's the deal. This is essentially going to be a reorientation stream. So if you've never played this game before, or it's been some time since you have played this game, welcome to my reorientation. That's essentially what I'm going to have to do. Because I have to just remember what I'm doing. Get back into the grind. Really what we're working towards. White flag blueprint. Sweet. Really what we're working towards here is we need to work towards this idea that we have to get through to the expedition. That is really the goal. Had I had more time and all that kind of stuff, you know, if I had come right back the week after the expedition, if I come right back, then I would have had a month, but I'm kind of a month behind, give or take, which I'm not a fan of. So I got to get all this stuff and keep it moving. All right, let's move everything over. See, here's the thing too. I got to start tracking this too. What do I even need? What am I close to? Cracked bioscanner. I can get that at hospital. Tick pods. Oh, yeah, I need tick pods. Toasters. Fireball burners. Rusty gears. Advanced mechanical. Sentinel firing core. I can get those out of surveyors. Okay. I gotta reorient. Power cable, did I? Oh, thank God. I thought for a hot second. I'll do that too. I'll trash something because I don't remember that I need it. Because the problem is the way I use the eyeball. The way I use this eyeball here is I will use the eyeball to track like materials that I technically have, but I want a lot of, just to remind myself. That can kind of get me in trouble. So everything, yeah. Yes. So we need a little bit of everything. Yeah, that's a fair way to say it. All right, so we got a Berletta out of that, which is nice. I'll take that. I'll take the old Berletta. So everything. All right, we're gonna keep the secret grenades there. I don't need any of these. I know there's easier ways to do this, but this is how I like to do it. So, welcome to my stream. Let me see here. Weapon mods. I don't think we have. No, we don't have it. All right, we need light bulbs. I feel like we do need light bulbs for something. Eventually. That's the other thing too. I've done this. This is going to be my 4th expedition. I am 1 expedition behind the rest of the group. This will be my 4th expedition, but I'm pretty sure I need light bulbs at some point. These I can just sell. I think too, if I remember correctly, yes. I did expand. That was one of the first things I did, is I expanded my stash pretty heavily. We're getting some Stella keys, so that you know what that means. That means we're gonna be doing a Stella run here, which, chat, if you're new around here, that is that's scary. Mechanical components. I need 3. Three there, just to keep going. Upgrade. No! Wait. Oopsies! What's Peanut say? Oopsie poopsies. Oopsie poopsies. Oh, geez. What? I'm... No, hold on. I feel like I should. I'm getting where blah, blah, blah. Can't think. Does this tell? Why does it not tell me? Okay, this tells me what I'm working towards. That's fine. I feel like I didn't get that repair boost, which I should because I'm not behind. Like I haven't failed on any of the expeditions. I should have that repair boost. Interesting. All right, whatever. Let's keep on keeping on. Hey, look, statue. Oh, you know what? That's the other thing I was going to think about. Let's we're gonna sell. I'm never gonna use that, and I could care less about it. And I'm pretty sure these 3 items here I was collecting because I wanted to do something with thermal.
Come near, carefully.
25,000. I will say though, I don't think I'm gonna do this project. I've heard people like the project. It's just, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. If I'm being honest, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. 18 days to do the project plus focus. So that's 18 days to do the project plus an additional, how much time is left on the expedition? 34 days. So 16 days. So 18 days to do this, and then an additional 14 days to do the expedition. That would have to be some heavy grinding. Heavy grinding. That's what they call me in high school. All right. Let's do one more battleground. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Buried City. Let's go to Buried City. See if we can get a hospital spawn and then go from there. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Chat, if you look at your screen over on TikTok, you will see, just for a short few moments, you will see some images showing you where I am currently streaming at. So if you do want a different viewpoint or you want a horizontal viewpoint, I'm throwing that up there right now for you. However, we are going to take that right off once we're in game. But good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, everybody. It is a beautiful 5:30 a.m. East Coast time. No hospital, which is fine. One of the things I was reading on, I think it was Reddit. It was either Reddit or Twitter. One of the things I was reading is that people are... It's not as chaotic. So like over when the game first came out and this game really started blowing up, you would go into a raid and, you know, every major arc would be downed. And it was just completely chaotic. What's up, bro?
Howdy.
Good morning to you, my friend.
Excellent.
Sometimes they just don't want to talk. We'll eventually get them. We'll eventually get some that want to have a conversation. That was sounded so close to, in my earballs. Get that for Fabs. We'll carry the shield, but I'll end up probably salvaging that. I'll end up salvaging that here shortly. Also, I heard something's going on with snitchers now. something's going on with snitchers. Something about how they can they're able now to craft, or not craft, they're able to call in like crazy arc, not just your typical, which to me is kind of wild. I do want that scanner. I do need that. There's the bombardier, which I know I'm going to need here shortly. It's a lot of work to get up there, because to nobody's surprise, I have no, I brought the blueprint over. I did bring that blueprint over, I just don't have the ability to craft what I need to get it for the Snappo. Whoop. No box left unturned. I feel like you can almost call this loot fest here just like a I know I've said reorientation a couple times, but just kind of re-experiencing it. It's been so long. No, I'm not gonna sing. Way too early for that, guys. And also never. And also never. It's over here. I'll go back for that. No power cell. Oh yeah. I don't know. I might have one. That's the problem. I don't remember what I do and don't have. I have to do like a mental reset in my head of what stuff I actually have. What's up, Candy? Haven't played the game in forever. I'm hearing that a lot from people. And my take on that is I have no problem with people that, like, not that I would have a problem with you not playing a video game. Like, that's the dumbest thing ever. But my point, though, is that I get the idea behind people not playing it. I get the idea behind people not playing it. It just doesn't, you know, they find something better. They have things going on. To your point that you just made, you needed a break. The thing that always gets me is when people stop playing a video game or stop doing anything in general. Because some rando streamer, content creator, talking head, whatever you want to call them, is like, oh, this game is trash. Give you a great example.
I need to. Okay, there's the player. Just hang back.
I'll give you a great example. That happened in Tarkov. People started crashing out on Tarkov. This was like years ago when it first came out. And then streamers, you know, some of the bigger names were saying, oh, this game is trash. Like, and I feel like that game kind of fell off a little bit. Not to the main group, right? But it did fall off a little bit to like the main, or to the larger population. But in my opinion, it wasn't because the game was trash, because I think the game is great. It was because the big names didn't want to play it anymore. They didn't want to talk about it. They was too hard for their little brains. What up, Jess? Hola, good morning. Yeah, well, and that's the thing too. That's the thing too. Is that there is a level, or I'm sorry, a limit to this game. I have 300-ish hours in the game, give or take. Maybe a little bit less, as far as like being topside. But, you know, I guess the one thing I will say in a streamer's defense or in a content creator's defense is that while I do hold to the opinion that just because one person doesn't like it, then they get their entire community to kind of start crapping all over it. I will also add that playing this game straight 8 to 10 hours a day, I think would be absolutely insane. And I frankly, like, I don't think I could do it. I just don't think I could do it. Ooh, I thought that was someone shooting a kettle. Ooh, that's nice. I'll take that. Ooh, I'll take that for sure. I'll take a renegade for sure. Oops, what am I doing? David, good morning, brother. What's up, my man? Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that heart. PvE player, and I'm hoping they add that PvE. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that China version. Have you actually watched a stream of it though? Have you actually watched any of the streams of the I've seen clips. I've just never watched like a stream, mainly because whenever you watch, in my opinion, when you watch a Chinese stream, the lettering, like the words, messes me up. It has been a while, man. It has been a while, but I appreciate you hopping in. Yeah, it's been way too long, in my opinion. It has been way, 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 way too long. Which, while, you know, I never want to pigeonhole myself, I do think that we're going to be back to our normal or regularly scheduled programming, as they say. Why does this sound weird? Why do these things sound weird? Or is that part of like the phantom ghost thing that they keep pushing that I've honestly paid no attention to? The heck is this? Glitched art plating ring? Alright. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what that is. This must be for that new Phantom project that I probably am not gonna do. As I was saying earlier, I have no idea if I'm gonna do that or not. I mean, I guess I could look into it, or I guess I could start it. I mean, I don't think it's gonna hurt anything if I start it. But it's like, meh. Stable blueprint stock. Yes, please. Let's do that. Put you there, put you there, put you there. Perfect. Speaker component. I don't need a radio for anything. That's the other thing too. A lot of people that played this game in duos and trios, that's a good point. A lot of people that played duos and trios in this game, they left because one of the, you know, their duo or their two trio partners left. So it's like, well, then at that point, what's, you know, if they're not going to be in the game anymore,
to the church entrance.
You know, you don't want to play, because if you play this game for the PvP aspects of it, which a lot of people did, I think, which is why this game had, or one of the reasons why this game has such a good following, is because you could do both. But my point is, because of that, where is this thing? Oh, there he is. He's right there. Right where I'm trying to go. Wonderful. I mean, that gives people no reason to play solos. That gives people no reason to play solos if your bros leave. Oh, get real. All right. Which, speaking of that, I know it's late and I know that, okay. Well, you can see through walls now? That's a new development. I swear they got smarter. Well, the other thing too, though, is that no, what I was trying to say is the fact that they didn't give solos or allow solos to be like, remember how when duos and trios your aggression would carry through? That never should have been a thing. They never should have let your aggression carry through to, like, so if you're super aggressive in trios as an example, that never should have carried through to solos or duos and vice versa. So if you're a super PvE player and you don't, jeez, brother, and you don't play duos or trios, when you go into duos or trios, it should be kind of chaotic to start. What's up, bro? I think what would be cool is if they had, like, the shooting range had ticks. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, but again, I just don't understand the point in why they decided that it would be smart to have your aggression carry through your multiple matchmaking. PvE Nation, what's up, Zuby? You adore solo amazement, but yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, you can throw the scanner, because then that'll bring it down. That'll bring more. Wait, what's the scanner do? Someone remind me. What's the scanner do? Yeah, to spawn wasps and hornets. That's right. Ooh, I almost missed that. What up, brother? What's up, Regan? How you doing, brother? Good morning to you, my friend. Good morning, good morning. Good reacclimation. David with the rose. I appreciate you, my dude. Appreciate you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, those getting up, those going to bed. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, if you're new here, welcome. If you're an OG, welcome. Welcome, welcome. My second ever round, someone was freezing to death and went down. Didn't know I had to equip defib. Yeah, there is a little bit of a learning curve to an extent. I don't think I've ever accidentally knocked somebody, but I can definitely see how not realizing that, because the animation is a little bit similar. I can definitely see that. Yo, crazy over on the purple. Appreciate the follow, bro. Welcome in, man. Welcome in, welcome in. cried on stream and everything. No. No, don't cry on stream. No. No. All right, we got our skill point. Get anything for this? No. That is something that I would love to get. I wish I had more time to do trials, because I think I would try to run it. I think back in the Ark, I kind of left it alone after Requiem. What is Requiem? What is that? Is it a game? I have been out of it, I feel like, for a minute. Oh, is that the Resident Evil game? I think that's Resident Evil. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I mean, listen, I played the other night off stream and all that. I played Ready or Not. Loved it. I'm one that really likes to spend a good amount of time in these games. Oh, I gotta get that first. Like, I really like to immerse myself into it, whether it's the learning curve or the actual game itself, all that kind of stuff. And I'm saying all this because I love Ark, and I just don't want to spend a ton of time doing other games, if that makes sense. I felt so bad. His crew could have let loose on us, but they didn't. Because you cried. I guess that's one way to get out of it. That's one way to get out of the situation. It's just kind of, I honestly, if I find myself in that situation, I may use that new tech. Cry just to get out of it. That works, right? Rebuilding this. Yeah, I mean, what we're doing is we're rebuilding, in the sense that I've had about a month, give or take, off the game because of just life stuff that had happened. Nothing too terrible, just long story short, my basement flooded. So I had a whole thing there for a little bit. I had to get all that fixed and taken care of, and so on and so forth. I'm saying this because I'm really behind. Like, normally at this point, I'd probably have $1 million plus, $1.5 million in my stash. Like, everything would be done as far as like my benches and all that stuff. But I ended up taking some, basically some family stuff going on. So I'm very much behind. So right now I have to kind of choose what I need to do. And because my overall goal, especially leading up to the October update, is to not, is to continue the expedition. I'm actually at a point right now where I'm not even going to try. I mean, I'm going to, don't get me wrong, but I need to focus on all this. Like, this is really what I need to focus on, is this stuff. Turbine compressors? Fuck. I hate that event. I'm gonna use big H word, right? Like, I absolutely hate that event. Oh, this sucks. I do not like the turbine. Yeah, like, normally by this point, I feel like I'd be at least on page 3 of the expedition. But anyways, so like I am gonna skip probably phantom targets. I don't want to, but also because my skin, unless another really awesome skin comes out, it's always gonna be the Spaceman. I'm not overly concerned with like what my skin's gonna look like. Honestly, what I'm really doing is I'm playing this game up until the October update. or not up until, I'm going to play it through the October update. And honestly, my hope is they don't completely screw the game. And what I mean by that is I love this game a lot right now, right? Like, I really enjoy this game. When I have the ability to play it, I'm going to play it. And why that's important to the conversation is because it is possible, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it is very possible that when they come out with the new game, when they come out with the update, it is entirely possible that they could completely screw this game. I don't want that to happen, but it very much potentially could happen. And if it does happen, it's possible that the things that I like about this game, Embark could be like, you know what? Albeit we had no idea, and I don't know how they wouldn't have any idea, but although we had no idea, the things you guys really love about this game, we're going to destroy it. Good morning, Havoc. What's up, brother? And I really hope that that's not something that does happen. I really, really hope they don't do something to this game that completely screws it up. Which, again, it is possible because you never know. Not much this way. You been on the game, brother? You been grinding? Grandioso. Not in 2 weeks. Whoa. I feel like that's abnormal for you, man. I think that's the other thing too. I think there's a lot of people, I'm not saying this is you, Havoc, but I think there's a lot of people that are just like, you know, because the expedition isn't the greatest, like the grind for the expedition isn't the greatest, we're gonna hang out for a little bit. We're just gonna see what happens, you know, what updates they do, etc. over the summer. You know, what they release over the summer as far as like news about the upgrades, and then go from there. You've lost your sense of purpose. Did you just get one blueprint or did you get all 5 of them? Yeah. Did they change the sound of all the Ark because of this like phantom ghost thing that they're doing? Yeah, I heard. I honestly, I heard that happened a lot. Like, one of the things that I had read is that they put, they said that, I guess they put the survivor blueprint on the advertisement for the expedition, and then like the actual rate of individuals getting it was incredibly low. No, just the wasp. That's fair. It just sounds different. And again, I have not been on the game in a minute, so again, that could just be me. It just sounds different to me. I didn't, you know, to be honest, I didn't even look. Were any of the blueprints the flag? Was that a potential option? Like, did people get the flag and were like, what in the world? Oh, salvage that. Because that would have been hilarious if somebody got the flag. I really don't want a showstopper. I'll hold on to it and throw it away if I need to, or use it. Vert Grip 3, let's go, man. No, let's go. I saw somebody said that basically the 5 blueprints was just $25,000 towards stash space. I guess that's fair. Yo, that Vert Grip 3 though. You played 70% of the time. Oh, I don't think I knew that. I don't think I knew you were playing all that in duos. So I'm assuming that your partner probably decided they didn't want to play anymore. That's my guess. Because that's happening a lot. I'm hearing that quite a bit. A lot of downed probes. I guess I could have gone here.
Let's move to that location.
Let's do Grandioso. Grandioso. Alright, still here. I'm still here. Oh yeah, someone's been here. Oh. It would be nice if they would come out with some type of way to deter the rats, like in-game. I think that would be fun. Like, there's got to be a way that the devs could fix that ratting problem. I mean, maybe in their mind it's just like, oh, it's just a thing. Like, you just have to deal with it, which I think is lame. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting two of you. Someone's howling? Rats on duos are so bad I can't play close to scrutiny. So I have to apparently go to close scrutiny to get some of the things for this expedition, which I'm kind of pissy about. So for me, every time they add something that I would be interested in, it's ruined by rats. I was never big in GTA 5, so I kind of just drifted over there for the time being. Oh, really? You're on GTA? You might hit up 6 when it comes out. Just about every other game on the planet that's PvE has a closed session for... So this is really one of the first PvE games that I've ever played. I mean, I've certainly played other games that have PvE aspects to it, but I don't come from a world where it's like, you know, we have to have a dedicated PvE server. I'm open to both sides of the argument. I think part of the question that I have, and I'm not saying this in a way that's like dismissive of anybody that wants this, but would it actually make sense from a financial perspective? Like, would it actually make... Well, I don't play GTA 5. That's the thing. Like, I don't play it.
An Ark orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. You have 10 minutes to return to Speranza.
I think I might have screwed around with it when it first came out. Ooh, there we go. But I definitely do not play it anymore. What up, Feeble? Well, that's the other thing too. Apparently they're not. So I was hearing that's why I bought an Xbox specifically for GTA 6 when it comes out. What's up, bro? I didn't hear her at all. I had no idea she was here. Never really watched video games before? Well, welcome, man. We try to keep it nice and chill over here. Nothing crazy. Nothing AI gimmicky is something that because you scroll on TikTok a little bit. What is that? You guys see that? Look, 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 look. See my green? See my green arrow? I don't know if you guys can see this on TikTok or any of the platforms, but it's like there's a wall there. It's like right here. It's like a wall. And it's not the ocean. Anyways. Yeah, we keep it light over here, man. It's nice and chill. I'll take over encumbered. Already? Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, look at that. You can definitely see it there. You can it's like they have it's like they're putting it's like they're testing barriers. Maybe ooh, okay, hear me out. Maybe this is going to be a key to a PvP, PvE only modes. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Probably not. It's just probably bad, you know, bad editing. But anyways, no, going back to the GTA thing. So yeah, so I bought an Xbox for GTA 6 when it comes out. And I'll certainly run it probably on stream as well. Oh, it's really bad right there. Holy cow. From that perspective, it's really bad. But the nice thing is that it wasn't in vain, because if I don't... You're welcome! There's no way they're not getting it, is there? Anyways. But if I don't like it, then it'll just serve as what I'm using it for right now, which is my sim rig. Oh, you know what? I actually need to get those pops. I think I need this for something. I'm so over encumbered right now. But yeah. So I'm gonna definitely play it. I'll probably stream it. I have the stuff to do it. As far as cap card and all that kind of stuff. Hello. Do you have a brother or sister? But I think the things that I've liked about GTA, like when I watch it on other people's streams and stuff, is the fact I like the online, like the role-playing aspect to it. And from what I read, and I could be wrong, I fully admit that, right? Like I'm not a GTA expert. But it sounds like that there's a possibility that they're not going to, or the online stuff isn't going to be available for a while.
Raiders, we have ARC on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find a way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Head home at the Eastern Station.
Have I been yapping this whole time? Oh my god, guys. Did I come in late? Oh my gosh. And I don't have a key. Why do I feel like time just went? Hold on, I gotta focus here to get out of here. The rats are there even worse. Story mode comes out first, then online follows. Got it. Oh. Where am I going? Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Hold on.
2 minutes left. Last chance to get out safely. I repeat, 2 minutes.
Yeah. Whew. Oh. That was scary. What? That was like, I gotta look. Did I come in late on that? I don't think I did. There's no way that I was just yapping that long. That's crazy. That was actually my fear earlier, is that I haven't played in so long that it was like, did it kind of not reset, but did it mess up my SBMM? That's why you take a hatch key. That would be crazy if somebody just like plays this game to rat to die. Like they just want to kill everybody. They have zero intention of actually getting out. No way he's gonna see me. Whew. That was tight. That was a little tight. Entrance straight ahead. Yeah. No, guys, thank you. I was like, where did this thing go? That's what you call not having map awareness. But yeah, I'm gonna play GTA 6 when it comes out. And then I'll end up, if I like it, great, and if I don't, no big deal. I'll just use it as my sim racing. Oh man. There's no way that was all me just talking for 30 minutes straight. For me podcasting for 30 minutes straight and not realizing time. But then again, it might have been. It might have been. All right. One thing I wish they would do is tell you if you need this for something. If you have difficulty remembering the entries to Metro, you can zoom in and ping the entrances. Do I not? I thought I did that. No, good tech. No, appreciate that. Stuff. I just can't remember if I know I don't need this for anything, but do I need this for anything? I don't think I did or do. But again, it's like, do I know for sure? It sounds like they're building consequences into their PvP also. A lot about their AI even being a rat to NPCs in the game without purpose. I didn't do it? Okay, fair enough. All right, let me get some heals back. I do need that. Let me build that. Okay, that I know this. I do know. I remember this event. I did do that event. I just don't remember if you still need it because the expedition. I'm on Expedition 4, and I'm pretty. I know that that's different. So, all right, we're gonna sell it. We're gonna sell it. You're talking about GTA though, right, Havoc? You're not talking about potential updates to this game. Because that would be awesome if they had that in this game. Not gonna lie. Oops. I need more. Yeah, what do I need here? Power, 2 power rods, rope, excess modules. So basically Stella. Basically a Stella run is what you're trying to tell me. All right, do I need, can I build anything? I need 1 pop trigger, synthesized fuel. I know where to get that. Fire, I need 2 more. Okay. We're getting there. Oh, I killed all those ticks and I didn't take the tick pods like a complete idiot. Oh, I just realized I did that. Freaking A. Simply losing the cops. If you do a lot of killing or stealing, becomes less effective. They start to remember your car. Oh. What's up, Wilson? It's going well, man. It's going well. Back on it. It's been a minute. Monica! Gotham, what's up, brother? Spend the blues? Nah, man, I gotta keep it for the fictitious deck that's coming out. It's going well, man. It's going well. Yeah, I just realized I didn't get those. Like an idiot. Like a moron. I guess I'll start it. Just see what happens. What's combat aggressive, heavy shield, Vita spray. Riventide Spaceport, Dam Battlegrounds, upgrade cargo elevator antennas. Upgrade antennas found on the top of any cargo elevator. 3 times. Interesting. Test arc parts for irregular behavior. Deal damage to arc enemies using wasp drivers. Pop triggers and leaper pulse units. Yeah, that's the one we're not going to do because I need all that crap. These rewards are kind of cheeks, man. I'm not going to lie. Test multiple arc destruction methods. Interesting. Interesting. Every time my blue credit hits 800, I buy a single hatch key and then knock it down. That's fair. So right now I mainly play Arc. However, once I am considering some evening streams when War Dogs comes out. It will be obviously a very different game than Arc Raiders. It'll be a I've been watching that, keeping an eye on that. I've thought about going to Tarkov. Not like just I play Arc in the morning. Arc is my morning game. So when I stream in the mornings, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, that's the plan, is Arc in the mornings. But in the evenings, as I have a little bit more open time, free time, whatever, Tarkov, I might do that. Some other things. All right. So let me think here. What do I need? Let's focus here a little bit. Focus up. I still haven't gotten. All right. Let's see if we can get a hospital run. That's what I want. I want a hospital run. Mechanical components. I need 3 of them. Gunsmith, level up, weapon upgrades. Alright, I'm pretty sure I can't. Yeah, I figured I couldn't upgrade that yet. How long have I been streaming on Kick? I was on Kick. I've been streaming to Kick probably not consistently at all. But I was on Kick. I probably signed up for Kick maybe 2.5 years ago. But as far as actually playing on or streaming to Kick, probably started streaming back to Kick a month and a half ago, give or takes. Yeah, even after that expedition, I've already played enough. I got Security Breach back. Nice. All right, let's keep moving here. Let's keep going. So just go back to Buried City. I felt good about that. Haven't even shot the Renegade once. Then I just up and stopped. Yeah, I'm gonna push. Basically, at this point, I'm just gonna push to getting to keep my expedition streak up. That's why I'm not overly worried about the phantom targets, because at this point I just know that with my timing, even if I did that, even if I did all of that, it wouldn't work. Like, I would just lose it all, you know, because of the next expedition. So that's why I'm not even worried about it. Why don't you add some cool customization? Oh, there it is. There, I was waiting for the cell. I'm good, bro. Thank you, though. I was waiting for the cell. It was going to happen. There it is. There she blows. There she blows. Oh, it's a late raid. Okay. Why are we so late?
Let's go to Plaza Rosa.
We'll just go over here. Round it up a little bit on Plaza. It's so weird, man. It sounds like there's like a hollowness to it. What up, Ghosty boy? What's up, Guzzo? What up, brother? How you been, man? How you been? You been, big dog? Graul. When I used to stream on Facebook, that used to be my thing. I don't do it anymore, or do it not nearly as much as I used to. That used to be my thing. I would just be like, Graul. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good memories. could have sworn. There. Looks like I knew it was there. Getting ready for 110-degree weather job. What are you doing now, bro? I saw you said you changed jobs. What'd you change to? That's no bueno. The heat, not the changing of the jobs. I'm assuming that was good for the better. Or for the good, as they say. As they say. Get some pop triggers out of this. Oh, nice. I feel like that's good though, no? Like I feel like that's a win. That's a win. I'm not gonna lie, I think I watch those videos on like TikTok and other social media platforms probably more than anything else. I don't know even why, and it's not like it's a bad thing, but it's just that for whatever reason those videos just draw me in. Like there's one guy in Texas that pretty much his whole TikTok is that he drives up and down like Texas highways and just helps people fix their broken down vehicles. And I don't know, I just love watching that. The other one I love watching, landscaping videos. Oh my gosh. You show me a good landscaping video. Not on my watch. Tell me you're a dad without telling me you're a dad. What up, dude? What up, bro? What's up, my man? Good morning to you, brother. Is that ultimate dad mode? Watching landscaping videos? Is that what that means? Pressure washing, that's another good one for sure. For sure. Pressure washing is a good one. Although I think pressure washing sometimes gets a little monotonous. I don't know, like ever since the Meta glasses came out, I felt like it's just been pretty awesome for some people. Yeah. That's another one. Landscaper G is the one that I'm talking about. I swear I thought somebody was coming up on me. I could have sworn somebody was coming up on me. Let me think here. Lab regions, I need that too. Let's see here. Base. Vase. A vase, vase, whatever you want to call it. Rug restoration. I don't know if I've seen that one. Or wait, is that the one where they put the rug down, they spray it down, and they kind of like squeegee it out? SBC mowing though is a great one. I keep getting some concrete guy landscape video where he does this stuff free and it's a jungle. Oh yeah. That's SBC. That's a good one. Need a separate PV match system. All right, not saying I disagree with you. I'm just curious. What are your reasons for it? Like, why do you think that TikTok Infinity? Do I not have arc resin? Why did I think I had that? Not that it matters, but Whatever. Painting curbs. That's a big thing out in California. The Chinese version has the answer. Okay, but in this world, all right, so let me ask this question. In this crazy world we live in, where, sorry, Ducky, you gotta go. In this crazy world that we live in, where everything is always better somewhere else, allegedly, what has been some of the bad things? That's what I want to talk about. What has been some of the bad things about the Chinese version? Because all I ever hear is the good things, right? Or all I ever hear is like, oh, the Chinese version has this, the Chinese version has that. And I'm not saying, by no means am I saying that it's not good or it couldn't be good. Somebody made some decisions. Holy crap, they must have gotten looted here. Alright, what do I not want? I need that. Let's think here. Did the devs fix the anvil? I'll be honest, brother, I don't know what the problem with the anvil was. Simple gun parts, medium gun parts, simple gun parts. I don't need all this stuff if I'm being honest. Oh, that's a blueprint.
An ARC orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing.
No idea that was even a blueprint.
10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
This version has PvP and PvE together. However, you can't unalive PvE unless you switch over. I mean, what? So what was the actual I don't know. I feel like it's been playing fine. I haven't had any issues with the anvil today. Doesn't the Chinese version also have a lot of microtransactions? Okay, are you okay? Am I okay with looting the queen and then have a rat take it all when you're about to leave? Yes, I am. Yeah, dude kind of knows my methodology, so I agree with what dude is saying. I mean, do I like it? No, I don't like it. I hate it. But in the same, when you're running out after a queen loot, again, I understand the frustration behind it, but in the same, are we not checking? You know, are we not looking? Because I feel like that's kind of a miss if we're not looking to get out of there. Again, do I like it? No, not at all. Do I think it's cheeks? Yeah. I would even throw this out there. Do I think that there should be some type of ability to reset your aggression-based matchmaking? Like actual reset? Yeah, 100%. Not like the stupid cheeky way it used to be where it was like, you know, go and kill yourself 10 times and raid or whatever the thing was, the trick was. So what I would say is this. Again, I don't care either way. If Embark is going to make this game where PvE and PvP play in the same sandbox, then so be it, right? Like that's just the way it is. But they could also separate it. Here's my thing. There's a cost factor to this. That's the part I think that some people, not saying you, Infinity, but some people miss. Is that there's a cost to this. And I know, you know, oh, well, you could just, you know, say there's 100 servers and, you know, all 100 servers are PvE, like combined, and then you split it and say 50 servers are PvP, 50 servers are PvE, right? Totally get it. You could say that, but the amount of logistics that go into that, in my opinion, probably outweigh the cost to do it. Like, there's probably not a real massive benefit to them doing that. The other thing too, I think is always important, is that I don't believe, and Bark truly thought this game would get to the height that it did. So I say all that to say, they might not be thinking, on how to change all this up. Limits players' engagement. Why? Bring all your good gear in to have a rat steal it. That's a good point, dude. When you haven't even shot a bullet at another raider and you were in toxic PvP lobbies, you know it's, assuming there was an end to that, which is fine. Yeah, they did say they've got 2 IPs in the works. I did read about that. I mean, listen, in a perfect world, do I think that they could have here? This might be of interest, right? What if they just had one map that was PvE only? Or maybe they created a map that was PvE only. But Sandman, you could throw in as an example, you could throw in a weapon that into your book bag. So if you go in with your 2 main weapons as, you know, call them arc specific weapons, you can throw in another weapon. Or the other option too is if you carry an anvil, or you carry a renegade, that might help you. I mean, the other thing too though is that Arc Raiders is not, I'm not saying, chat, you guys are calling it this, but it's not supposed to play like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield. It's not that type of game. Meaning you have to go slower, which is why my Unk mind likes it, if I'm being brutally honest. They know we're still going to play, however, if this was not a thing, why did they create one? Why did they create PvE together with PvP? Why did they create PvE together with PvP? Honestly? I think it's because we're having this discussion. Here's what's really interesting. For a game that everyone says is dead, and again, I'm saying like outside of our conversation here, but for a game that everyone claims is dead and it's not alive anymore, blah, 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 blah. Oh, the game's dying, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, if you look at it from its peak to on Steam charts to today, yeah, obviously it's changed. But if you, for a game that's dying or a game that's being quoted in the large scale social media world as dying, we sure do talk a lot about it. The Chinese, well, they didn't create it, and Bark didn't do it. Tenet did. Or Tencent, or whatever the Chinese brand is. I forget what it's called. They're the ones that did it. It wasn't Embark that made it. What's up, PK? I've been good, bro. How are you, man? I've been good. I've been off the grid for a little bit. But we back, baby. Back.
Sugar's running low again. Starting to speak to the people.
It's a nice little run there. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna kill this too. I mean, if I bought this game's IP with the opportunity or the option to add some, you know, customization to it, I would absolutely do it. Because here's the thing too, they're testing, the Chinese company is testing what options they have for their own reasoning. Maybe their person believes, whoever's in charge over there believes kind of like what some of you believe, which is they should have a PvP mode. And if that's the case, awesome. If it works, it works. But it's not, I think it's important to keep the differentiation here that it's not Embark that's doing that. It's the company that bought the IP for the Chinese version. You can be passionate about a game and stop playing, but you have to hope. Yeah, 100%. Well, if you're okay bringing in your Equalizer Jupiter, knowing a rat will take it. Well, I guess what I'm saying is you can throw in another weapon. Like, I don't have those weapons right now, but let's just pretend for a second that that's what you were doing. Why can't you bring in 3 weapons?
Immediately, tunnel 3.
Use these weapons against the big arc, and then the moment you're done, as you're running, do a swap. I mean, that's what I would do if that was really something that I was concerned about. Or, I mean, and this is just my opinion on this matter. When I go up against the bigger arc, even when I go up against the queen or the matriarch, I always run Hullcracker, Anvil. Pretend you just have one Jupiter, no blueprint, and a rat takes it. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. But let me ask you, so you asked that question, let me ask one back. Did you check for the rat? See ya, Ghosty boy. Love you, cuzzo. Have a good one, bro. I mean, I think that's, if you are in lobbies with rats, I want to be very clear. I don't have a rat problem. It happens occasionally for me, but I do not have a rat problem. Right. I don't disagree with you, Sandman. Do you know how many places you can see a rat? That's chaotic, man. I would argue that there is no way, if you enter an exfil in the appropriate way, there is no way you can see every angle. Now that, what you just described there, that's different. To me, that's not a rat. A rat to me is someone camping exfil trying to just wait for you to leave and take all your stuff. In the case that you're talking about, that is a little bit different and certainly annoying. But again, I've never had that problem. 300 plus hours, never had it. What up, Steve? Thank you, bro. What's up, my man? How are you? How's the workouts going? It's a good conversation, though, for sure. Because, I mean, I like these thinking ideas, right? You want my lobbies, even the group that kills the queen fractions off and kills each other? I don't know how I've gotten the lobbies that I've gotten, to be honest with you, Sandman. I'll be really honest. I mean, I've got on this account 25 plus kills, maybe 22 kills, I think it is, something like that. Players walk around like it's Disneyland and should be cautious like riding a subway at night. Yeah. Or just never ride the subway. Never use public transportation. Raids are going well. They haven't been bad, which is really nice. I was kind of not concerned, but I was just curious if I was going to get into some more sweatier lobbies when I came back. Haven't had that issue, thankfully. You had a ride helping me with Matriarch and then take everything after it was over. Okay, question. Have you yourself then decided, okay, you know what? Maybe the best way to defeat the rat is to become the rat. Using your definition of a rat. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I play a, old mindset. I don't know your age. I don't need to know. It's not important. But maybe just for me, because I've always played games where I feel like I just have to be ultra sensitive to my surroundings. Maybe that's just ingrained in the way I play.
Off the list, discharge, launching a terror-based force and I don't care.
I think the loot only matters when you're just trying to accomplish tasks. So if you're task oriented, I think then is when the loot matters. Well, I also think too, Embark has kind of crapped the bed in their communication style. I do think that's been a little bit of an issue. I was very high on that, but as the months have gone by, I do think they've kind of failed a little bit there. I'm just being brutally honest with my, and again, I think it goes back to the idea that I said earlier. I don't think they realized how big this game would get. So while I'm sure every developer thinks about it, like, okay, what happens if this game blows up? I mean, and someone has to correct me here because I don't know. I never played it. But did the finals have this type of a blow up? I don't think it did. So in my mind, they probably were thinking, okay, we'll be ready in case it has like a finals type rise, meaning very mediocre. Well, and didn't they say too, and again, I'm saying this just based off of what my memory tells me, which could be wrong, but didn't they say too that they did change it so that if you're defending yourself, there is a difference? Which again, I know like the Bobcat, if you have an anvil, like what, I think Sandman said it, but if you have a Bobcat, going up against Anvil Hullcracker, obviously you're not going to win that battle, which, yeah, I mean, that's a given. But didn't they say, though, that the defense is going to count differently? I swear I thought they did say that. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. Eh. Good morning. How are you? They found a workaround? What's the workaround? Genuinely asking, I have no idea. I think one of the downsides or the sad things about gaming as a whole is that they're always going to do something that is... I just feel like there's always a way to beat something. What's up, Gretchen? What's up, Jennifer? Appreciate the follows. Well, and I think to your point, Rev, I think that's what I think that is why they identified October as when they're going to make, what they're calling the massive update. I am sure that they had to pay, like they had to change their entire financial picture. And that takes a long time. It's not as if they got all that money and then it would just like went into their bank account. I mean, it did, but it went to their parents' bank account. They had to pay investors. They had to pay a litany of people. So while it seems like a lot of money, and it definitely is, it definitely didn't all just go straight into their, R&D budget. Jolt Mine Blueprint. All right. PvE community Arc Raiders has is amazing. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I think to your point, dude, that is one of the things that... So, I can give you an example. Being a PvE player, mainly PvE player, I rarely ever get into PvP situations, which is also why I run around like an idiot sometimes. I do lack that sense of concern. Like, I definitely walk around, and it's bitten me before. It's all, every stream for the most part, or every time I play, it's on a stream. So it has bitten me before where I've just walked in and just gotten obliterated by accident. But, getting ready for work. The raids are good. The raids are good. No complaints. Phenomenal conversation this morning. These are the kinds of conversations I love. And again, for me, and this is, again, obviously, you know, eye of the beholder type stuff. This is why I love Arc Raiders, is because it creates this conversation. You don't have these conversations in COD. You don't have these conversations in Battlefield. You don't have them in Tarkov. I think what it does do, though, is it demonstrates the absolute love people have for this game.
Let's move to that location.
Whether they PvP, PvE, do a little bit of both. Like in my case, I actually have an entire separate account for PvP if I ever want to do it. I stopped playing but haven't deleted it, waiting to see what happens. Yeah, that's a very common... What's up, bro?
Hello? Yes!
Love doing that. Where is that thing? Ooh, mushrooms. Need those. Guys, by the way, this is a great place for mushrooms. Yeah, I saw he's doing that with Cloaksy in a couple days. Well, and I think that's, Rev, I think, to your point there, I think that is what happened. I do think there is a large population of ARC players that also got burnt out. Because it was the only game
Head home at the Red Lake
that was
balcony
really worth spending time in. But again, the rise, I think it all just happened too fast. I think a combination of being a smaller dev team, smaller, you know, just entire operation, plus the fact that the game blew up as fast as it did. Everyone tries to compare the blow up to like Fortnite and stuff, and the problem is that Fortnite had, I believe, and again, I don't want to pretend like I know everything. I don't, certainly, but I do believe Fortnite had a bigger parent company that could throw more funds at it to help with the blow up. Whereas I don't think that was the case with Arc Raiders. Well, I think the tasks are clear in this game, too. Survive. In whatever medium that means. So like for me, because of the way my lobby works, I have to survive by not getting killed by this thing. In other lobbies, I have to survive by wiping the players. No, I mean, listen, I want to be very clear here. I understand there's a frustration behind using terminology or getting ratted. I get it, right? I don't want to pretend like it's not valid. I just don't really think that there is as much of a fix as some people make it out to be. Outside of what we've already talked about, which is changing up the lobbies to having a PvP mode. Yeah, I was a little worried about my lobbies, if I'm being honest, when I came back after a couple, 4 or 5 weeks off. I was a little concerned what would happen, but mine have been, thankfully, mine have been good too. The last straw for me was changing the expedition when I had stuff. Yeah, I think that actually started some of the frustration. That was one of the first things they did. Your PvP account. I think, dude, at this point, you just need to call it your account because you don't really PvP. But don't you craft your legendary weapons? Torrente. Torrente. I guess I need to stop bringing that in because I never use it. I'll do that. I'll do that. Do that. I mean, and again, you do bring up a good point, Infinity. I don't have these issues that we're talking about, so it's really hard for me, outside of just trying to be in your perspective, it's really hard for me to truly understand it, because again, I don't have the problem. This is my problem. Not getting away from Ark. That's really my problem. That's my conundrum. I do need that though. You may have jinxed yourself. Yeah, you're gonna go back and play and it's gonna be like, oh, never mind, I shouldn't have said that. So it's funny you say that, because I did the same thing when I made my PvP account, but it's like I'm so conditioned not to just shoot everybody on sight that it was I have struggled a little bit with that when I have played on it, which honestly hasn't been that much. Do I not have? Oh, I'm booted up there. Breach box, which I don't have. Typical. A lot of rubbers on this one. All right. I'm going to... We're going to go. Let's see if this is loud. Let's see if he hears me. This is so goofy. Nope, we're good. Fat boy just jumping off. gosh, the Renegade is so slow if it's not upgraded. Do I not have? Okay. There's so much stuff here. I think we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. Blossom, I appreciate the follow. Jennifer, I appreciate the follow. Just in case. Okay, let's say you're crawling, you can make it, however a rat knocks you out instead of helping. Rat is someone who's get down by arc, you help him up, run the raid with him, help him again, and then you get on your track. That's not a rat. The arc sounds like it's broken. That's what I was saying, Sandman. Okay, I'm not crazy. It has new parts. If they were to put a PvE, PvP mode, it would bring back so many more players at the end of the day. Obviously, we, Gretchen and I and others, we're never going to know the answer to this because we're not the developing team. I don't know if that's really true. Okay, so think of it this way. If you guys think of it this way, just hear me out for a second as we exhale here. If you think about it from this perspective, you're a business, right? You're a business, and your whole idea is to make as much money as possible to make get as much of a return back on what you did. Whole idea of an operation, you don't do this kind of stuff while there's the love of the game. You don't do game creation without trying to expect some type of a kickback, right? So here's my question. If what we're talking about was true, if they put a PvE, PvP mode, it would bring back a lot of players. I'm just asking, don't you think they would have done it? What's up, Cuddy? What's up, bro? Yeah, I haven't been on in a while, Cuddy. I had some stuff happen. My basement flooded, so I had to take care of that. That took a couple weeks, and vacations and all sorts of crazy stuff. So we're finally, I think, back into the flow. Are you talking to me, Infinity, or are you talking to chat? I just want to make sure I am following the conversation. Oh, holy crap. I almost went back in. I could see that. I mean, I could see it. I don't know if I agree with it, but and I'm not saying they can't evolve to me. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. I'm not saying they can't evolve, but again, the whole idea here is that they do this. Gretchen made a good point. The point of a developer is developing a game, but it's also making money for your game. Right? Nobody's doing this for free. I'm not saying you guys are saying that either. I'm just saying nobody is doing this for free. And so if the developers or the nerds or, stat people, whoever are looking at this game and they're saying, well, if we did a PvP mode or a PvE mode, the way it works in a lot of businesses is that the top group or executive or whatever says, hey guys, I think this path is going to make us more of an ROI for our investors. Okay, great. Sounds good, Mr. CEO. And then what do? They create the vision that the CEO has or the executive group has. And most executives, no matter where you work, Doesn't matter if you work at a factory, you work for a game developer, you work for a bank, you work for, you know, Google, you work for Amazon, whatever. It's about their bottom dollar. So why is that important? Because they are looking at this. There's no way they have not looked at the data and considered a PvE PvP mode. There's no way they haven't done that. And again, keep in mind too, what did they say? This is, I think, probably one of the most important things. And we've had this conversation before on stream, which is why I like coming back to it. One of the most important things they ever said was the timeline of this game. And why that's important is because they said this is a 10-year game. Guys, it's been out for what? Not even a year. It'll be a year in October. So now you've got 9 more years of this game potentially based on their timeline. So if they're actually sticking to that, which again, we don't know. We think they are, but who knows? If they're actually sticking to that timeline, we have a long, long way ahead of us. So I think that, again, that's why this is not all happening as fast as we want it. Nobody wants to buy skins in a game they don't play. Yeah, that's a good point. Players got frustrated. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Players got frustrated with grinding for gear just to have a backstabber take all your hard work. Think someone with money is stopping them from doing it. If you're okay with going in knowing there's a chance you will lose it, then like I said, no dilemma. Yeah, and I think that's where I'm at. They didn't even add PvP until right before they released it. Are you getting that from the documentary? I know that they had talked about that, but I wasn't, and again, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I don't recall the actual timeline from when they decided to add PvP. I know that originally they were talking about this just being a PvE game. But objectively, right? Objectively. Okay, gotcha. But objectively, adding that PvP aspect was the right call. Therefore, there is credence to the team that made that call, that they know what they're doing. So, keep that food for thought. What time is it? 7:12. All right. Chat, we got one more raid in us. Guys, just so everyone knows, I start raids at 5 a.m. on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then 7 a.m. on Saturdays. That is my general stream schedule right now. And so with all that being said, we do start early because we are full-time working, full-time doing the thing, and I got to get ready for work here after this next raid. So we're going to go in and see what we can do and go from there. But I appreciate all this, guys. This is open discussion about things that we love. In this case, Arc Raiders is always a fun thing for me. So I appreciate it. It's interesting that Tencent made a PvP and PvE system. Why'd they focus on that? No idea. And the thing is, until we have a chance, as you know, in my case, as an American, until I have a chance to play it, I'll never know. Because did the Chinese version, was there even a Chinese version before Tencent brought it over? Sounds good, Steve. Yeah. I've done that a couple times, Rev. I agree with you. That's a fun thing. What's up, Slim? What up, Low-Key? What up? All right, full raid. Nice. I don't know why I thought that was the... I thought that was the one room. Best time I had was when 10 of us helping others, teamwork, cooperation. Let them cook. Appreciate you, Slim. Thanks, big dog. Appreciate that heart, Gretchen. Thank you. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite spawn points. I thought this was where it was. And I need all this stuff, so that's good. What's up, bro? How you doing on this fine day? I think he said he must have been running. He must have been high up. Can I ask you a question, Infinity? I'm genuinely curious. How did you get into the lobbies that are killing you? Now, I will clarify one thing. I am not a big arc guy, meaning I'm not running and doing big arc run like matriarchs, queens constantly. I do other things. I mean, this entire stream, I haven't even gotten close to a harvester or a queen. But I'm genuinely curious how you've gotten into that like situation, because when I have run it, oops. When I have run it, queens, harvesters, things like that, I've never had the issues that you're talking about. I'm not saying you don't have them. I'm just saying I'm trying to figure out in my head how you got into those situations. Because if you're saying things like, oh, I love the cooperation aspect and all that, which is the same thing I love. Same exact thing I love. I mean, honestly, I want to find out what you did so I don't do it. No, you're good, Gretchen. Not at all. It's not a problem at all. Like I've said a couple times now, this is good conversation. I enjoy this conversation. I have no problem with the healthy debate. Also, why does it smell like my family's making popcorn? I literally smell that upstairs. I don't know why. It's very strange. I went in. I can't talk. I went in accepting the game as is a year ago. I got frustrated with my stuff being stolen. So did you kind of go in on like a savage run? Like you just kind of went ham and just started shooting everybody? I mean, is that what you mean, or you mean something else? I get it. Can I pick you up? Here we go. One thing I will add to this conversation as well. I do think that there is that Embark or their parent company, I think it's called Nexon or Nexion or something like that. I do think that they dropped the ball a little bit here. Like I absolutely think that there has been some opportunities missed. So I want to be clear on that. One of the things that I think they have missed is kind of what Gretchen said. Not specifically what she said, but let me explain. I do think that they tried or have considered or are thinking about, you know, the masses versus their core players. They don't say that, of course. They'll never say that. But I do think they were saying to themselves, how do we try to stay relevant? And I think they deviated away from the plan. And here's why. If you don't think your game is going to be massive, right? Like, and nobody, I don't think objectively, I don't think they thought this was going to blow up the way it did. So if you don't think your game is going to be massive, then you are creating a game that is catering to what you would consider your core player group. So in this case, people that do the PvP stuff, or I'm sorry, the PvE stuff. So why is that important? Well, in my opinion, it's important because I think they pivoted from their original plan, from their original business strategy. And so because of that, that's where we're in this kind of a mess of what is this game? Hence why I think they said, okay, we're going to take 6 months or whatever it was and really try to figure this out. So that's why I think the October update, while I know it's annoying for a lot of people, myself included, I'm of the opinion that that is going to either make or break this game. That's actually how I started stream this morning. If this game is completely cheeks, I don't know what's going to happen. Because for all the things that I love, PvP or PvE included, they could very much come out in October and be like, yeah, that's all gone. I don't think they will, but they could. It's their game. I think it would be a kiss of death, but they could do it. I enjoy the environment enough to deal with Ark. Do a couple expeditions. I honestly don't care when I lose my stuff because I know I can. Yeah, I was originally, I had some gear fear, but I'm kind of with you now on that one. All right, let's make our way down here.
Let's head home at the Red Lake balcony lift.
Use the mic and common sense with situational awareness. Yeah, that's fair. I always go into Stella with a hairpin. That dude taught me that. Yeah, I think there is a fairness to that point, Zaire, I think is how you say it, so I apologize if I screwed it up. I think there's a very big... Completely agree. I mean, there is a repetitiveness to this. So, again, what they end up doing in October is going to be, I think, make or break for this game. See you, Cuddy. Have a good day, brother. Appreciate you hopping in, man. We'll see you soon. Yo, appreciate that follow as well, Zaire. What's up, Raider?
Hey there.
Nice shooting. Watch out for one of these friggin' things over here. Nice. Freaking loser Ark, man. I'll tell you what. Oh, another one behind you. I got you. Now, please don't shoot me.
Hey, you want to gamble blueprint?
Oh my god. If you're serious, that would be phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm serious here.
Oh my gosh. Brother, I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Have a great raid.
Yeah, you too.
That right there, chat. That is why I love this game. That is why I love this game. Just minding my own business, talking. No, he's no micing me back. I'm not going to shoot him. Boom, Anvil blueprint, which is actually what I wanted. I need that. I needed that so bad. For sure. I mean, and I really hope for Embark's sake and for this game's sake that they don't screw this up. I used to play Ark just for the PvP. Maybe I should show how you play it. Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about this game, and I think maybe it was Gretchen that said this earlier, but if not, no worries. The cool thing about this game is that you get to start this game when you first get it however you want. You can run around and shoot everybody. You can run around and shoot Ark. That, I think, is the beauty of the game. There's free will. Now, understand though that, and this is where Embark I think screwed up. There are consequences to doing that. Meaning if you just decide, you know what, I'm going to go into this game and start shooting everybody. Okay, that's fine, but there are consequences to you doing that. And those consequences are, you know, you're going to have a really hard time getting in a PvE lobby. So, did that bro just leave? Did they just leave? Oh, that would have sucked. What if he said that and then turned around and unalived you? I mean, that would suck. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to be very clear here. I'm not saying I wouldn't be pissed. I'm just saying I'd go again. And here's the thing too. If that dude had turned around and unalived me, if he had turned around and just taken me out, right? Which he has the right to do. I know that that is hard for some people to understand, but that individual who just gave me that anvil had the right to turn around then and absolutely destroy me. Do I want that? Not at all. I'm a friendly spaceman. Why would I want that? However, does he, the player, the dude that gave me the anvil blueprint, have the right to do that? 1000%. So, if he had done that, would I have been pissed? Yes. I probably would have gone quiet and just like stared at myself in my monitor. You guys can't see me, but I just would have stared at myself in my monitor and been like, meh, meh. Kind of sucks, right? My blood would start to boil. I'd probably be a little pissy at work later today. However, would I still get back to the game? 1000%. And more importantly, do I think that my lobbies are chalked because he did that, especially if I don't even get a shot out of it? Like he turns and bobcats me? No, not at all. So that's my thought on it. I don't think you're stuck in PvP. I think you just have to go into a lot of raids and be extremely cautious. Since the last patch, your lobby's been super friendly? Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I was 80 pounds overweight in that one, guys. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. Also, Zaire, I appreciate the follow. I think I said that earlier, but if not, I want to make sure I did. All right, guys, we're coming up on the 7:30 hour. That's 7:30 Eastern time for me, which means that I got to hop off. It is time for the works. Time for me to hang out. Infinity, I appreciate that follow as well. Guys, great conversation. And this is genuinely, this is the kind of stuff I appreciate. These guys have been, these are good conversations because listen, we all love the game. Rev, I also appreciate that follow. We love this game. We all want to see it in whatever way we enjoy it. We all want to see it flourish. So hopefully the October update will carry through. We're going to keep playing it, keep doing our thing until we get to that October update. If the game completely changes and turns into a complete slaughterhouse, I mean, we'll see how I do there. But yeah, good stuff, guys. Good morning, good stuff. Happy Wednesday to you. Have a great day. 50 something, just so you know. As in like your age. Sounds awesome, brother. Sounds awesome, my man. All right, guys. Hey, we'll catch you on, I'm pretty sure it'll be Friday morning. You never know. I might have a pop-up evening stream. It won't be tonight, I promise you. But it'll probably be definitely Friday morning. Infinity, you're in the right place then, my man. Because there are a lot of people in that age bracket here. This is Unk Central. This is Unk Central here. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. Have an absolutely phenomenal day. I'll see you guys all when I see you. Love you. Oh, wait. I forgot. I didn't do my thing. I didn't do my normal thing that I do. I can't believe I actually forgot. No, in all seriousness, the thing I always say at the very end of our streams, guys, is what is more important than our creators, and it is yourself. your physical, mental, spiritual, emotional health, right? Take care of that stuff. What have we talked about before? A lot of you are new here, but for those that are not new, what do we always talk about? Put on your own air mask before helping someone next to you survive. That's what we talk about. That's the most important thing, guys. They say it on airplanes, which I travel a lot for, all that kind of stuff. Put on your own air mask before you can help the person next to you. Take care of yourself before you take care of your friends, family, those types of things. So now, with that said, we can say, have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll talk soon. Love you. See ya. Bye.